or a glove or a batting glove or whatever, and it kind of shows who you are.
Your price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years. Based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Well, they've still got Dowry Moretta's picture and name up on the scoreboard, but I'm sure this is a new pitcher in the game for Pittsburgh. This is Kyle Nicholas, if I'm not mistaken. Justin Turner will be the batter with 2 men on. I'm starting to feel like Kyle is almost part of our family here, Ron. He's been in every game of the series.
Uh-huh.
We understand he owns a Yorkie.
Oh, there you go. With an E.
Turner with 2 men on batting here in the 8th inning. Cubs trying to break the game wide open, leading by 3. We'll keep you updated. They still have Moretta's picture up on the scoreboard here at PNC. And the pitch to Justin Turner is outside. And now the count 2-1.
Tough play of the game today. That's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. Maybe it's the scoreboard guy.
Here's a swing and a base hit to left. Ground ball into left field. Rounding third. Heading home is Horner. He will score. Cubs lead 8-4. Justin Turner delivers an RBI single. Stopping at second is Ian Happ. And the Cubs equaling their largest lead of the day, 8-4.
Yeah, and a big swing of the bat. And, you know, at the end of the day, you didn't want to have to rely on another team to do anything for you. Just go out and win the ball game, sweep this series. Cubs are in line to do that here in the 8th inning, scoring another run. And now, as you said, Pat, they get a 4-run lead.
Turner with the RBI. 2 men on, still only 1 away. Kevin Alcantara, the batter. And he'll take low and away, almost a wild pitch. Alcantara replaced Suzuki in the outfield. Suzuki playing for the first time in about 5 or 6 days. Craig Counsell decided that a couple of hours, 6 or 7 innings, that was enough for Seiya today. Still kind of getting his legs underneath him after the illness. Kevin Alcantara with a count of 2-0. Let's see if the youngster gets something to hit here. The pitch by Nicholas is going to be in there for a strike. 2-1. Happ away from second. Turner away from first. And Alcantara takes a nice swing, but comes up empty in the count 2-2.
A little high fastball up and away. Catch of the game. It's sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Discover the weekend getaway in Des Moines where only the S's are silent. Find all the fun at CatchDesMoines.com.
2-2 from Nicholas. Strike 3 called. A breaking ball got him. Second out in the inning. Cubs 8, Pirates 4. And the batter, Pete Crow Armstrong.
A couple inside sliders, inner third, and Contra just didn't pick the ball up early.
Alcantara waiting, or rather Alcantara gone, and Pete Crow Armstrong waiting, and he'll take a curveball in there for a called strike. They're very slow operating the count on the scoreboard right now.
To say nothing for the pitcher.
Here's a drive toward left center. On the run is Canario going back and making the catch. That's O'Neill Cruz in center. He covers a lot of ground with those long strides, and he made a nice catch there. Cubs get 1, leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs 8, Pirates 4.
Meet Aaron Judge. Aaron is the captain of the New York Yankees. What a great leader. He's won MVP 2 times. He's also the most dangerous man on the planet with a bat in his hands. Aaron signs every autograph and tattoos every baseball. Aaron foots the bill. They rob you blind. Aaron's a good guy, the best. Unless you're a pitcher.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. And on the board, top of the 8th inning, the Reds leading the Cardinals 6-2. Spencer Steer with a 3-run home run for the Reds. Other action around the majors, the Orioles on top of the White Sox 3-1. They are in the top half of the 5th inning on the south side.
Drew Pomeranz delivers low and inside to Rafael Flores. Zach, go ahead.
Later on this afternoon, the Diamondbacks are hosting the Giants.
Flores swings and misses, 1-1.
And the Padres are in New York to play the Mets. The Cubs currently have a 5-game lead over San Diego for the top wild card spot in the National League.
Did you say you have a New Yorkie? Is that what I heard you say?
I did not, but
Okay.
yeah, that's York without an E at the end, Pat. And the out-of-town scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up.
Flores waits for Pomeranz. Here comes the 1-2. A smash foul past third.
Now, one thing, this game, a lot of Cub fans won't forget this game if it ends up the score the way it is, but also for Flores, he will not forget this. He got his first major league hit in his second at bat here earlier today. A double to left center field.
He takes a hook low and inside. The count now 2-2. Cubs trying to sweep all three in this series. Trying to beat the Pirates for the 10th time in their 13-game season package. Fouled at the plate. Flores fouled that one right down off of his foot, walking off a little pain. That's probably something you don't miss about playing big league ball, Ron. The fouls off your feet.
Not at all. Yeah. Yeah, you really don't. That is one of those getting jammed real bad and about breaking your thumb. Yeah, that's another one you really don't miss. Getting hit by a pitch. No. Yeah, I could do without all those and very happily not do that.
Flores waits for the 2-2 from Pomeranz. A swing and a pop-up foul coming back near our booth. We don't get many foul balls up here.
That's about as close as I've ever seen one come to us.
Ball bounced in an empty seat right down below us. Here comes the 2-2. Check swing, no swing. 3-2.
Tell you what, Flores looks like a pretty good hitter. He's one of those. Looking at his numbers this year, and 3 different cities he played in, 2 AAA and 1 AA city. But
on here to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Jack Sawinski, Chicagoland native, ready to step in. Sawinski, 3 home runs for the year. And the pitch on the way to Jack is taken up and in, ball 1. The next pitch taken for a strike. Not sure exactly when we will be leaving Pittsburgh tonight. The Cubs plan to do some celebrating before departing. There is a swing and a miss. The count 1-2. We can tell you that tomorrow night's game is at 6:15 Central Time between the Cubs and the Reds at the Great American Ballpark. There's a ball outside and the count 1-2.
We will be in Cincinnati before 5:40's pregame tomorrow. Other than that, can't really help you out much more than that.
Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Pretty good fastball by Drew Pomeranz.
Good gas right at the top of the zone for strike three.
One down, back to the top of the order for Jared Triolo. Triolo has flied out, singled, struck out, and flied out again. Triolo takes ball one, 1-0, last of the 8th inning. Bush is holding the runner at first. That's Flores. And the pitch line toward left center. There's a base hit. Over to cut it off is Happ. And holding at second on the play, Flores. Base hit for Triolo. And the Pirates making a little noise here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, 2 men on. They did it in game 1 of this series. Cubs are up 4-1. And they made a comeback and got the tying run to the plate in that game. Now you just want to try to get this inning over with. 1 out, see if Pomeranz can get him a ground ball. Gonzalez does run pretty well.
Gonzalez has flied out, been hit by a pitch, and singled twice. He swings and misses. Gonzalez, one of their better offensive players, I would say, Ron. He's certainly one of the top 3 or 4.
Yeah, hitting 275. He's a solid player. Is very much so. Very good, solid, big league player.
Down low for a ball to Gonzalez.
And that's what this Pittsburgh group is trying to figure out. Who do they got that they can build around and keep, and then what do they need? You know, you got a couple older guys on their ball club, McCutchen being one.
Here's a pitch popped up shallow right down the line. Racing in is Alcantara to make the catch. The long-legged right fielder with red shoes. Making a long running effort before grabbing that fly ball. 2 down in the inning, and the batter, Tommy Pham.
Now, that's not an easy play at all. Alcantara goes a long way to go get this ball, and he can really turn on the jets when he needs to. He can run really well. He makes that play look fairly easy.
Pham nothing for 3 with a walk today. He did score a run after his base on balls way back in the first. 2 outs, 2 on. Pomeranz pumps a fastball in there for a strike. $13,488 are here today. This ball misses low and inside, 1-1. It would appear that some of the fans on the Pirates side have headed for the exits.
Still a lot of Cub fans in behind the dugout wanting to celebrate with their ball club.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-1 outside for a ball. This is one of the oldest rivals that the Cubs have, the Pirates. 1887, the first time these two teams played. Bouncing ball foul past third. Pirates are in a long stretch of struggling, and you wonder how long it's going to last. Pirates have suffered through a lot of losing seasons. This is going to be 7 straight losing campaigns. And I want to say something like 25 of the last 30. I wrote it down in game one. I'm looking for my notes now.
31, something like that, yep.
There's the bouncer to the hole at short, picked by Swanson. Good play, throws to first to get him. The Pirates do not score. We go to the 9th inning. It's the Cubs 8 and the Pirates 4.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, Tank.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
And what do we got? Oh, it's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen. Gino Hackett on his heels a little high. It's airmailed into right field.
Heath at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward.
Trying a little trickeration, nobody fell for it. It's worth a shot, why not?
Oh, that's funny. Wait till they mass market them, like the Grimace.
Yeah.
Today, Toyota. Let's go places.
Kyle Tucker has been nominated for the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One. Fans vote to recognize who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field. Vote today at MLBtogether.com/Clemente Award. Top 9, Cubs 8, Pirates 4. The 9th inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. Pat?
Dansby Swanson will lead off this 9th inning, Zach, and he'll take outside from Dennis Santana. Cubs 8, Pirates 4, 9th inning. If the Cubs win, they are in the playoffs. And the 0-1. Swanson swings and fouls it back. Here's the note I was looking for. The Pirates' futility, really frustrating. You wouldn't really wish this on anyone. They are going to have a losing season for the 29th time in the last 33 years.
Oof.
It's too many.
Yep.
Swanson pulls a chopper foul. It's a very tough business. I mean, you don't feel sorry for other teams. They wouldn't feel sorry for you if it was reversed. But I'm not sure that's healthy for the game when a team is down that much for that long of a period of time. Dansby swings and misses, strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Now they just got to get back committed to winning and trying to win. This is such a great sports town. Great, incredible facility here in Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful ballpark.
It really is.
And as we talk to the people around here that we've been friends with for a long time, work here at the park. When they win, they come out. They support the team.
Pop up left side. It's going to be caught by York. And that's out number 2. McGuire pops out. Right now the Cubs in the dugout. Everyone kind of calm, but they are ready to jump up and down and celebrate and have some fun. Blow off a little steam.
Yeah. I saw a shot of the Cubs clubhouse, and the plastic is up, the champagne and the beer is on ice, and they are ready to celebrate here in Pittsburgh. And 3 more outs when the Cubs take the field for the bottom of the 9th.
Matt Shaw batting. Shaw has walked, grounded out, walked again, and hit into a double play. So he's 0 for 2. Let's see if he can get himself a knock before the game ends. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Please stay tuned. We will have an extended post-game show.
There's somebody down behind there by our. Might be Mel Check gave somebody a microphone down there, and sounds like he's been celebrating a little earlier than the Cubs have.
How can you tell, Ron?
Just a lucky guess.
2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch fouled away, 2-2.
He got a head start, I think, in inning number 1.
So he's ready for a large evening, it sounds like.
No, he's there. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, attaboy. Up now.
2-2 pitch taken high for a ball, 3-2.
Mel, you need to get your microphones a little more strategic.
What's that? I couldn't make out those last few words you said there.
And Mel, he needs to get the microphones and field mics a little more strategic.
Here comes the 2-2. Was there something said that I missed? I was just locked into this play-by-play. You know the way that goes.
I totally understand, and that's why you're in the Hall of Fame.
Plus, I was looking for a Yorkie. 3-2 on Matt Shaw. Again, Zach is going to be the executive producer of this post-game show today. Ground ball to short, fielded by Triolo, over to first in time. Cubs are 3 outs away from a celebration. If they win, they are in the playoffs. We go to the bottom of the ninth.
Before he was feared on the field, Ronald Acuña Jr. was chasing wins on a different kind of field. For the Acuñas, el béisbol was a story told in fastballs and late-night rematches. Every loading screen was a part of the strategy. Smash de botones. Smash de jonrones. That's how La Bestia was born.
To be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Offering free events that can help with finances, family, and fun. Find your local event at aarp.org/il.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
All right, Zach, here we go. Bottom of the ninth inning, Taylor Rogers, the left-hander on the mound, facing Andrew McCutchen. First pitch missed outside. Here comes the 1-0, and that's going to be a strike. 1-1. Last time the Cubs were in the postseason, 2020. Before that, they were in several years in a row. Fly ball to center. Should be playable for Crow Armstrong. It is. And that's out number 1. Starting in 2015, the Cubs were in the playoffs 4 straight years, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Of course, the highlight of that was the 2016 World Series championship, but they were in the NLCS 3 years in a row, starting in 2015. But it all starts with qualifying which the Cubs are hoping to do here in the next few minutes. Joey Bart will take ball one inside. Inside ball two. Who do you like for the toast of the game, Ron?
Well, we got some options in this ball game today. But how about just the Cubs ball club? They are going into this year really, wanting to get back to playoff baseball. And here in 2 outs, they're going to be back in playoff baseball. So toast of the game ball player today will be the Cubs ball club of 2025.
I like that.
Yep. And hopefully this season still has a lot of baseball left in it.
Bart hits a fly ball to center. Crow Armstrong's got it. And the Cubs are 1 out away from being in the postseason. And now I'm looking at the fans behind the Cubs first base dugout, all wearing Cubby blue, standing, cheering, clapping, and you know they are excited. And all of the Cubs are up on the front step, up on the railing in the first base dugout area, ready to run out onto the field and begin what will be a celebration of probably several hours. Here's the 1-0 pitch outside an O'Neill Cruz. Several hours initially. The Cubs are hoping the celebration goes really for several weeks.
Yeah. Till the 1st of November would be just about right.
Inside ball two. 2-0 on Cruz. I see some fans literally jumping up and down in anticipation. There is a strike, and the count now 3-1. And now the next offering. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped, actually. 3-2 on O'Neill Cruz.
Good breaking ball from Rogers. Cubs 1 strike away from 2025 postseason baseball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. On the way. Swing and a foul back. Cruz just did make contact. You can hear the fans yelling, "Let's go Cubs." Cub fans have taken over PNC Park for the moment. And the 3-2. Fly ball to left. This is going to do it. Ian Happ is there, and the Cubs are in the playoffs. The Cubs are going to be a postseason team here in 2025, and the celebration will begin. It's kind of subdued at the moment. Players on the field congratulating one another. The other Cubs kind of respectful of the guys in the game right now, but now the Cubs start coming out of the dugout. Manager Craig Counsell and his staff and all of the ball players congratulating one another. This is always the goal, Ron, when you start the year way back in spring training, to be successful enough to extend your season beyond game 162.
That is exactly right. And the whole thing is what the final goal is. The final goal is to win a World Series. This is the first step in that goal, and Cubs celebrating, but they understand there's still a lot to get done. So this will be a celebration, but as you said, a touch on the subdued side, because they know they've got a lot more to play for here coming up.
And that makes a lot of sense to me. This is just step number one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting in the postseason, in the door, and being on the dance floor, if you will.
It is, excuse me, Pat, but it's great for the young guys and some of the veterans who have never played in the playoffs, have never made it there. But there are some guys in that group that have won World Series, that understand this is the very first step of what you hope is a long period of time here in this next month of baseball.
And you don't ever take it for granted. Yep. You don't ever assume that you're going to be in there automatically every year. Even though the Cubs had those tremendous teams, 2015, 16, and 17 being, well, obviously the world champions in the middle there in 2016, but they were good for several years. But you don't take it for granted. It's not going to last forever, whatever it is, and you have to keep on working hard. But this is when the real dramatic and exciting and possibly historic part of the season begins.
Absolutely. And this is the fun. The fun begins here as the playoffs will get started here soon.
And Zach Zaidman is standing by as well. Zach, this is the third time as a Cubs announcer now that you have seen the Cubs qualify. It's always a special moment.
I think the thing that stands out about this 2025 group is how fast they got off to a start this year. And then they had to deal with a lot of adversity over the course of the season after that point. They navigated through some significant injuries, especially to the pitching staff. Justin Steele went down early. Colin Ray stepped in and did a terrific job filling in the rotation for the most part all year for Steele. They lost Shota Imanaga for nearly 2 months, and that was merely a speed bump for them. Jameson Taillon, a couple of stints on the injured list, but yet everyone who filled in for those guys stepped up in a big way. Early on in the year, they kind of struggled to find the roles in the bullpen, but eventually Tommy Hotovy and Craig Counsell got it right. And now the bullpen is one of the big pieces of this team heading into the postseason. And only lately have they had injuries to the everyday starters, but they've been able to navigate that and find themselves in the playoffs. Pretty impressive, the resourcefulness of this team.
Yeah, it has not been.
Hack and a fastball there. It's 1-1. He is 6 foot.
And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
It looked like he swung about as hard as he was able.
1-1. Eldridge swings and fouls it off his foot. And the count at 1-2. Made his major league debut on Friday night and wound up going 0 for 3. His last at bat, though, the most encouraging for Giants fans, as it would have been a home run in something like 27 of 30 parks. Welcome to Chase. The 1-2 is outside, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big, tall, left-handed hitter. Fought deals, and the 2-2 is skied foul.
Nice pitch there, changeup. I like that pitch with him, and even maybe the curveball. See if you can get him to chase a little bit, because it's such a tall guy, holds his hands up. If you get a lot of down-breaking action to that breaking ball, you might not be able to catch up with it.
2-2, swing and a foul. Just got out of the mitt of McCann. Eldridge, by the way, is also one of the youngest players in the major leagues. He is only 20 years old. He was born in 2004. His teammate Verlander made his major league debut in 2005. 2-2, swing and a miss. And Eldridge down on strikes.
Fought with the fastball, just brought it right by him, top of the zone.
3 strikeouts for Fought. That is an encouraging sign.
And this is what he does pitching here at home. He is so good at Chase Field.
First one, Encarnacion goes after it and pulls a sinker foul. It's really interesting when you look at the bottom half of this lineup, outside of the top 4, right? Ramos, Devers, Adames, and Chapman. Everyone else, with the exception of Bailey, as the 0-1, swung on and again, grounded foul, third base side. They just have limited reps in the majors this year. Encarnacion, this is his 13th appearance of the season. Eldridge, just his 2nd. The 9-hitter Drew Gilbert, when he comes up, he'll be taking swings in what will be his 29th major league game. As the 0-2, swing and a miss. And Encarnacion went fishing for a slider well off the plate.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty. A good little sweeping action of a slider just down away out of the strike zone in the left-handed batter's box. No chance of making contact.
Pulled the chair out. And now here is Bailey. 218 hitter on the year. And this pitch swung on and popped up out of play.
He's now struck out 4 of the last 5 guys.
And the Giants having a little bit of an offensive identity crisis. Certainly looked like a group that is pressing early in the count as the 0-1 pitch is well off the plate away. No score, 2 down in the top of inning number 2. Fought his 1-1 offering. And on the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Bailey checked his swing, and he was immediately looked back at the home plate umpire, Dan Murcell, and sure enough, he saw the right arm come up. He was upset.
Cubs beat the Pirates 8-4. They have officially clinched a postseason berth. They're the 3rd National League team to secure their spot in October. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, weakly hit to second, right into the glove of Cattell. He will throw to first in time, and that's a 1-2-3. Top of the second, turned in by Brandon Pfaadt. He's got 4 strikeouts on the day, and we go to the bottom of the second, scoreless on the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Manage the logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Verlander looks sharp in the bottom of the first. Here he is facing Gabby Moreno in the bottom of the second. First one for Verlander is on the corner for a strike. Obviously, Candy, you have seen and called a lot of Verlander's games in his career. If there's a key for success for him, as the 0-1 is just a tad outside, I mean, what should we be looking for to kind of give us an indication that it could be one of those good Verlander outings?
Well, we all know he's got especially earlier in his career, had the electric fastball, but he's always had good breaking stuff. The slider and curveball mainly.
Swing and another pop-up. That's the 4th in as many batters. This one to first, and Devers in foul territory makes the catch. That was only 92.6 miles per hour.
He gets on you, hides the ball well, and like you said, he works at the top of the zone now, which he really always has his career, but even when you watch him throw his slider and his curveball, you're going to see those pitches up in the zone, not really down in the zone. I think that's one of the things that made him so successful. When everyone else was pitching down, he was a guy that was always pitching up.
Alexander takes a breaking ball for a strike. That was a first pitch curveball, something Verlander has featured his entire career. Nothing in 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Blaze takes inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the one pitch that is getting kind of hard for Verlander, it is his fastball. Team slugging a little under 500 on the year, as that fastball missed inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely has, he's lost velocity, no question about it. So he just knows, and to be successful, he's got to live more on the corners instead of being able to overpower guys with it over the plate.
There's a line drive inside the right field line. Fair ball. Encarnacion quick to get it, and he will hold Alexander to a 1-out single.
Blaze will use the whole field, and I think he's getting more and more comfortable taking this ball the other way. He waited on a high curveball and just slashed it the other way. Well, that's a perfect example of someone just waiting for their pitch and then just taking what the pitcher gives him.
I mean, he lashed at that pitch as well, Kenny. That was a 101-mile-an-hour line drive off the bat, like you said, on an opposite field curveball. Here's McCann, and he'll take high for ball 1.
Verlander has given up more hits than innings pitched. But all of this stuff it's normal for a guy that's, been around the block, has been pitching 20 years.
Swing and a miss, runner goes. The throw to second, a good one, and Alexander is taken out at second base. It's a caught stealing for Bailey, one of the best catchers in holding the running game. And now 2 down and nobody on.
I mean, Bailey, all he really needs is for a pitcher just to give him half a chance. And he came up and just quick release, boom, right on the bag, tagged out by Adames.
Two to 4 on the caught stealing. 2 down. Here's the 1-1 to McCann. And he swings and sends a sweeper foul.
It almost looks like when you see a swing like that from McCann, a veteran guy, obviously he's seen Verlander from afar. He hasn't had that many at-bats against him, only 3. But he was ready for the curveball. Just fouled it.
Now he swings again at the 1-2.
Verlander sees that. Sees that he was sitting on his curveball, so he rushes the fastball right down the middle and he has him late.
Here's the 1-2. Oh, swing and a foul. The pitch hit McCann on the hand, and home plate umpire Dan Merzel is ruling it's a strikeout. The inning seemingly has come to an end. The D-backs, though, might entertain a challenge here. It sounded like it hit Wood. As we can look at the replay here, ouch. And what will the Diamondbacks do? Well, Torrey doesn't want a challenge, so now he's walking over towards the umpire, and that's going to be it. The inning is over. It's a strikeout for Verlander, and we go to the third, 0-0 in the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Don't miss exclusive conversations with Derek Hall, Torey Lovello, Mike Hazen, and more weekly on Arizona Sports. D-backs decision makers from the team's front office join Wolf and Luke Wednesday mornings at 11:45. Team president Derek Hall joins Bickley and Murata Thursday mornings at 7:45. The skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
If you love ice cream like we love ice cream, you gotta love Cold Stone Creamery. We make our rich, super premium.
Meet Aaron Judge. Aaron is the captain of the New York Yankees. What a great leader. He's won MVP 2 times. He's also the most dangerous man on the planet with a bat in his hands. Aaron signs every autograph and tattoos every baseball. Aaron foots the bill. Then robs you blind. Aaron's a good guy, the best. Unless you're a pitcher.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man. Let's go to town.
Dude, oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down the first.
Second baseman Christian Koss. Interesting call here, Candy. You look at the lineup for the Giants today, and there's no Jung-Hoo Lee. Obviously, Bob Melvin putting a lot of trust in Drew Gilbert, the rookie, to start in center. As Koss takes the first pitch for a strike, it's 0-1. But you'd think it's a little bit of a downgrade on defense. And look, he might be struggling a little bit, but Lee has had some really impressive at-bats against the D-backs in his young career. 1-0 pitch is outside. It's now 1-1.
All I can say is I know Bob Melvin is just trying to find anything offensively to get things going.
Now the 1-1. Koss, a swing and a miss. Right-handed hitter behind now, a ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, Bo Mel looks at numbers like nobody looks at numbers. And he's just trying to find anything to match up, to help his team just try to win any kind of little slightest margin. But sometimes you just don't have the personnel.
1-2 is off the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And really, it's the absence of pitching that we've really looked at with the Giants. Forget their offense for a second. 2-2 pitch. Just missed the corner. It's outside, full count. Trade away a couple of guys out of the bullpen. We talked about Tyler Rogers last night. Randy Rodriguez, who was an absolute stud for them.
Yeah.
Going to have Tommy John. 3-2 now. Koss swings and volleys one foul. Hanging slider, sweeper. It's still a 3-2 count.
Yeah, that was flat up in the zone. He got away with that one.
Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a ball hit softly towards third, and Alexander, watch that one trickle foul.
Another thing also with this series, it really worked out for the D-backs where you're missing, really the strength of their rotation. And anytime you can miss Webb, Logan Webb is one of the best in baseball. You miss him, that's a plus. Robbie Ray, you're kind of missing him. That's a plus.
Base is empty, nobody out. And here comes the 3-2 pitch now from Fott. Swung on, and that one drilled to deep right field. Trouble for Carroll towards the corner. Tracks it down onto the warning track for the first out of the third.
What a great jump by Carroll. This ball's hit pretty well, and just with a high fade going towards the right field foul pole. And Carroll, just with that unbelievable speed, just runs it down and makes a great play.
And that sounded like it exploded off the bat. The data shows it was only about 93 miles an hour.
It was just loud.
One down now for Gilbert. And the first pitch to Gilbert taken for a called strike. Momentum is a real thing in sports. Whatever your favorite sport is, I'm sure you've seen it in some capacity, but certainly in baseball, it has a way, Candy, of infecting kind of all facets of the group. The defense, particularly in the outfield in this series, really has stood out, whereas I would say as recently as a couple of weeks ago, some head-scratching plays in defense. 1-1 to Gilbert, and it's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, no score, top of the third.
Defense becomes so crucial when you really need to win games. You can't afford to give extra outs. You can't afford to give extra bases sometimes, like missing the relay man. And luckily, I think none of this has really come back to haunt the D-backs too badly.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That one fouled away. On deck, the top of the order, and Elliot Ramos. 2-2 the count. Fott. His pitch is on the way. Gilbert swings, sends a fly ball to deep center field, but Thomas is there, and he'll make the catch. 2 loud flyouts, but 2 down now in the top of the 3rd inning.
Gilbert's not a real big guy. Hit this ball pretty hard, but again, just kind of lazily, and Thomas ran it down easily.
First pitch to Ramos. And that breaking ball is off the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. And now that pitch is called a ball. Oof.
Yeah, in the strike zone. The only difference is McCann sitting up inside for that pitch. Should have been called a strike.
Here comes the 2-0 now to Ramos. And he does take a strike. That was a sinker down the middle. Giants looking for their first hit as the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Not going to find it there. It's 2-2.
Need about 6 more inches on that length of the bat to get to that ball. Not even close.
Use a Julio Franco bat then as the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded to second, right to Cattell. Sets his feet, throws to first, and another 1-2-3 inning turned in by Fott. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the Giants nothing and the Diamondbacks nothing on the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
Watch all.
Meet Aaron Judge. Aaron is the captain of the New York Yankees. What a great leader. He's won MVP 2 times. He's also the most dangerous man on the planet with a bat in his hands. Aaron signs every autograph and tattoos every baseball. Aaron foots the bill, then robs you blind. Aaron's a good guy, the best. Unless you're a pitcher.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
Down. There's a fastball. There's a flying bat.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome.
More than anyone else, Emergency Air actually pulls your blower wheel, the most important part. Other companies.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Out of left field, as America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $20 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 in the Arizona Sports app.
Alec Thomas leads off the bottom of the 3rd. No score this series finale. And Verlander, his first pitch is way too high. Changeup just kind of went sailing out of that right hand. Kenny, you made an interesting observation between innings about Justin Verlander. He pre-pitch sets up on the very third base side of the rubber, but it's a little bit strange as a right-handed pitcher, as the 1-0 is a strike called. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's not that he's pitching from the third base side of the rubber, but the foot that normally engages the rubber, which is for a right-hander, is your right foot. It's about 6 inches into the dirt on the third base side. The left leg, the left foot, is the one that's engaging the rubber.
1-1.
No other pitcher in all of baseball does that.
Inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now,
when he makes his first move, it almost looks like he disengages the complete rubber, unless his left foot, the heel, might make some contact with it.
2-1 is pulled foul by Thomas, and the count is even at 2-2. Now, I'm just going based off memory here. I'd have to watch some video, but I would say like young Verlander with the Tigers almost set up directly in the middle of the rubber. Worked off that vantage point because he just threw so hard.
Yeah, if we had some older video to look at it, it'd be nice. It'd be fun to compare it to what he's doing right now, because as an older guy, you know, you try to find little things that can give you the slightest little edge or anything that will help you. And so he's obviously trying to create a lot more angle than probably he once had.
Thomas working a nice at bat right now against Verlander. The count is full. His pitch count at 37. And has only allowed one hit. The 3-2 swung on and skied to shallow center. It is Gilbert who is there, and he makes the catch.
Slider that time, and just right there down. That's normally the ball that Alec, when he's swinging well, he really punishes, but not that time.
That first hit for the Diamondbacks is presented by New Vision Auto Glass. New Vision and the Arizona Diamondbacks Foundation are teaming up to donate funds to veterans with every hit this season as part of the Hits for Heroes program. First one to Tim Tawa is a curveball. That's called strike. Couple starts for Ildemaro Vargas at first base, but now it's Tawa's turn to get back in the fray. Here's the 0-1 inside. And part of the reason why they like that matchup is quick hands is something we've heard Torrey and some of the coaches talk about, the ability to get to the fastball early. He chokes up all the time on the bat. A 1-1. Tawa takes high. It's now 2 balls and a strike.
We just ran across somebody we were playing that was up on the bat all the time.
Yeah, that was the Texas Rangers.
Somebody was up. It was really strange.
2-1 is just tapped foul. 2-2 the count.
It was a right-handed batter. He was up there. In fact, he popped one out of the ballpark on us.
Off of Ryan Nelson. I'm trying to figure out. You give me 20 seconds and I'll get you the answer to that.
I know you will. You magic fingers on that computer. I think he was like around the number 7 or 8, not 8 hitter.
2-2 is too high for ball 3. It was Cody Freeman.
There you go. You got it. It didn't even take you 20 seconds. But Tawa's a lot like that in a way, the way he's holding that.
Three and 2 the count. Base is empty. D-backs trying to get their offense going against the 42-year-old ageless wonder. 4 to throw for Verlander. And into the wind, the payoff is popped up again over towards first, and into foul territory goes Devers. He'll make the catch. Kenny, what is going on with this Diamondback offense?
Just a lot of pop-ups, like foul pop-ups. Very strange. Got to bring out some coffee.
That is the 3rd foul pop-out. That is the 4th infield pop-up in the game. We've only had 8 batters, so half of them, balls could have been caught barehanded.
First time through the order, Verlander this year is really pitched well. 214 batting average against. And it's kind of holding true right now in this first time through the order.
Here's McCarthy. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. We are in the 3rd. No score. And now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul tip by McCarthy. Count evens up at 1-1.
It's that high fastball again. Just so hard to lay off of because you see it so well. And it's difficult to get your hands on top of it.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded to first, and Devers has it in the heel of his glove. He'll go to the bag himself, and for Verlander, it's his second 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon. We go into the 4th. No score. Giants and Diamondbacks on the Morgan & Morgan.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go try an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do it like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
With select Polaris purchases. Applies toward non-current accessories. Polaris off-road vehicles can be hazardous to operate and are not intended for on-road use. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a safety training course. See dealer for details. T&Cs apply.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
That is the top of the fourth inning. And Rafi Devers leads off for the Giants. They don't have a hit yet, and he swings at the first pitch, lifts it in the air towards the corner in left, and McCarthy underneath it makes the catch. Giants have not had a base hit in their last 9 2/3 innings against the Diamondbacks offensively.
A lot of that is the Giants scuffling, and a lot of that is tip your hat to the D-backs pitching. They're throwing the ball outstanding.
Adames, the only base runner for the Giants, he had a 4-pitch walk his first time up. And now the pitch to Adames is taken inside for ball 1. Well, as the Diamondbacks have sort of played themselves back into this race, I can't help but notice, where's the 1-0? And Adames takes a strike. It's 1-1. A lot more of the injured Diamondback players who had season-ending surgery, they've kind of been hopping around and watching the games from the dugout. They want to be part of this magical September.
No doubt.
Adames takes another strike that was not called. It's 2-1.
Another ball just split the outside part of the plate, but again, McCann sitting up on the other side of the plate.
2-1. Swung on by Adames. It might hit the roof. Pop up to short, and Perdomo will make the catch. But had some frost on that baseball. 65-degree launch angle.
Yeah, that was quite significant.
It's a little bit high.
Yes.
I don't think you can go higher than 90 degrees.
That's like hitting a fungo with or a fly ball with a fungo or a pop-up.
2 down for Chapman. Here's the pitch. Chapman takes below the zone.
We're talking about pitchers that try to get into a good rhythm and a good tempo, and that is what Fott has done.
Now Chapman swings, grounds it to third on a knee. Alexander has it. He throws to first in time. And for Fott, he is now retired 10 in a row. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it is still scoreless between the D-backs and the Giants on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Anytime we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and to share this field with them.
It's a piece of history, so I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling.
once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it'll sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
Is the official sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Stop by any Daniels locations and say home run for your free team bracelet and $50 gift card toward any purchase of $99 or more. And at Daniels Jewelers, everyone is approved for credit. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
Dbacks Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Top of the order coming up for the Diamondbacks. Hard for Justin Verlander to look much better than first time through the order. First pitch to Perdomo, and he takes downstairs for ball 1.
Well, the silver lining is the second time through the order this year, hitters have hit .302 with 7 home runs against Verlander. So hopefully that holds true in this lineup today.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And Perdomo takes high. 2 balls, no strikes. He's hit safely in each of his last 7 as Perdomo. Continues to be such a force on base-wise. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swung on. There's a rifle shot into right field. And a leadoff base hit to kick off the bottom of the 4th inning.
One of the reasons Perdomo is having such a good year offensively is he has such great command of the strike zone. It seems like he takes close pitches. He gets himself into a good hitter's count, and then gets the pitch, and then he doesn't miss it. He never seems to be hitting 1 and 2. He always seems to be hitting 2 and 0, and that makes a big difference.
Dbacks fans score big game day meals at Fry's with savings beyond low prices, including digital coupons worth over $600 each week. Fry's, fresh for everyone. Well, now Verlander zips in a fastball at 93. Snuck it past Marte, and it was a called strike. One on, nobody out. And now the pitch. Cattell takes inside. It's 1-1. I'm not saying it's going to have an impact per se on this at bat, but Perdomo has to know how close he is to 30 stolen bases on the year. And is probably just dying to get 4 more, pick his spots. As Marte swings and got jammed, pops it up. It's out into shallow center, and it's Gilbert. Makes the one-handed grab. And more frustration on the body language for Cattell.
Timing's still off. It's an issue for him right now. He knows it. But you're right. I think Perdomo, if he doesn't know that, I'm sure somebody has brought it to his attention.
And now here is Carroll. Popped out to second his first time up. The first one is a changeup. Missed a tad outside. Verlander has a tendency to leave that changeup up in the zone, but his miss is more away from lefties, so it usually just doesn't flutter around the middle part of the zone.
And that's been such an effective pitch for him, especially this year.
That one too high, a fastball that missed. 2 balls, no strikes. No score, bottom of the 4th inning. D-backs trying to kind of do what they've done the last couple of games against the Giants and just take the lead and really set the pace. The 2-0 is low. Verlander trying to get Carroll to chase. He won't budge. And it's 3-0.
Carroll will have the green light if he sees something he likes here.
.3-0 pitch. Thought about it, but he took a changeup. Not what you're looking for, 3-0.
Well, Verlander's thinking the same way. He knows that he's going to be hacking if he gets his pitch, so he drops the changeup on him. You might see a curveball come here. He's going to try to keep the ball away from him.
Runner at first, 1 out. And now the 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Slider. And sometimes as a pitcher, as you know, you got to tip your cap to a hitter, and Carroll was just excellent that entire at bat.
Yeah, sometimes it only takes like one pitch that can swing in at bat, and you put a good take on a pitcher, it swings the count to your favor. I think that's what Carroll did.
Hey, stick around after the D-backs versus Phillies game this coming Friday and enjoy an 80s themed post-game fireworks show presented by SeatGeek. Get your tickets now at Dbacks.com. 2 on for Moreno, and the first pitch breaking ball missed outside for ball 1. All of a sudden, Verlander having a hard time getting ahead in the count.
Second time through the order has really hurt him this year.
There's a good pitch. Slider in the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike the count.
Not one of his better sliders, too. That was flat. It just happened to land on the inside part of the plate.
Here's the 1-1. That one outside for ball 2. Diamondbacks, a team, do a great job not striking out on offense a lot, as there was another just flat hanging slider, and Moreno swung through it 2-2.
Yeah, that was at the very top of the strike zone. Big swing. That's the kind you really want to put a charge in, too. I like the pass that time by Moreno. He just didn't connect with it.
From the stretch, the 2-2 is going to have to wait. Verlander keeping an eye on Perdomo. And the second baseman Koss, he's playing pinched up the middle. There is a bit of a gap on the right side of the infield, especially with Devers, who is a little inexperienced over there at first. 2-2 pitch. Outside. Boy, Bailey is really moving a lot horizontally. That pitch was just a fraction off the plate, but so much movement by the catcher, you're never going to get that call.
Never. I'm really enjoying watching Carroll lead off, the trail runner at first base. He is solely focused on Perdomo.
And time going to be called now by Moreno. Verlander wanted to quick pitch him and a little agitated that he was interrupted. No score. We are in the bottom of the 4th. The D-backs have runners at first and second, only 1 out. Verlander comes set. His 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lined foul. You could see exactly what Moreno was trying to do there.
Yeah, fastball right down the heart of the plate, too. You can see he was trying to drill that ball to right field.
The 3-2 again is swung on, and again a screamer foul on almost the identical pitch he saw 1 pitch prior.
It almost looked like an instant replay. Same pitch, same result. Same really type of swing.
Another 3-2 pitch is swung on, and this time pulled foul. Verlander dropped a slider on the outside corner.
Really a nice at bat going on by Moreno. He's really making him work right now.
And once again, the Diamondback offense is really elevating that pitch count. Verlander at 66 pitches. Here's the 3-2 again. Swung on. It's stung out to center field. Gilbert going back. It is caught on the warning track. Carroll and Perdomo both retreat, but Perdomo's able to take the 90. And they nearly intersected with one another on the bases as there are 2 outs in the 4th.
Oh, great at bat by Gabby. He drills this ball. Gilbert, pretty good outfielder. He had a gauge on it. He got back there, used his speed. He wasn't playing that deep. Had to run that ball down. And Perdomo, good base running, notices he catches the ball. He still has time to get back and tag. He gets into 3rd.
There was a point where both Perdomo and Carroll were beyond second base. Carroll had to retouch second on his way to 1st. And he is safe. And Koss just does not understand that he is safe. He's getting an explanation from Stu Shearwater, the second base umpire, who almost mockingly has given him 3 safe signs. This would be a bad challenge. It looked clearly like he touched the base on his way back on our television replay.
Well, the umpire's really doing a lot of explaining out there.
Adames keeps saying he passed the bag. Well, you can pass the bag. You just have to retouch the bag on your way back. We're getting a replay now. And Carroll steps on second there. Steps on second on his way back.
Did exactly what you're supposed to do. And I thought it was interesting that both managers never came out. It was just the players out there.
Let me ask you a question. Here's the first one to Blaze. And he takes off the plate for ball one. If you gave all active players a quiz of the MLB rules, what do you think the average grade would be, A through F?
C minus, D plus.
There's a 1-0. And there's a good one from Verlander. Called a strike. Fastball at 93. First and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. D-backs have done a great job with runners in scoring position this series. Will that carry into today?
I guarantee you, if you read a rule book, you would be amazed at how much you would actually learn.
1-1 is swung on. It's a little flare down the first base line. Devers can't reach it, but it's foul.
Just another little flare, like you said. Unfortunately, that ball hit foul territory. Remember Blaze's first at bat, he just drilled one, stroked it right down into right field. Like he was trying to do the same thing.
Perdomo at third, Carroll at first. A little surprising Carroll hasn't tried to go. Now he does. The pitch is high. Bailey, bluff throw to second, throws to third. Everybody's safe. And Corbin Carroll is one stolen base away now from the first ever 30-30 season in the history of the Diamondbacks.
No contest. There's no way Bailey's going to try to throw a second base. In fact, no one was even covering second base. They're just trying to give Verlander every chance right now to get the hitter. That's all he's worried about.
The 2-2 is too high again, and the count now runs full on Alexander as Verlander has eclipsed the 70-pitch mark.
He's not going to give him anything good to hit right here. He's got an open base now that Carroll stole second. Still going to try to get him out, but he's not going to come over the middle of the plate anywhere.
0-0 our score. The 3-2 pitch to Alexander. Swung on and fouled away.
Right down the middle. And of course, Bailey sitting up on the outside corner. That's a pitch Verlander got away with.
It seemed like he was trying to get extra giddy up on that pitch rather than focus on location. I think I saw it coming at 95, which would be one of the hardest pitches he's thrown this afternoon.
Yeah, it might be the hardest pitch that he threw.
And now another 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a high heater. And the inning comes to an end. So Verlander works out of trouble. Neither team has scored. We've played 4 innings in the desert. And we go to the 5th on the Morgan & Morgan Dbacks Radio Network.
Sopita en polvo con el mejor sabor. Tú y Maggi, el secreto del sabor dominicano.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Here I was thinking I might have to live with that pain, maybe for the rest of my life. Not the case. If you're suffering from back or neck pain, give disc a chance. You won't regret it. Visit sciatica.com or text SPINE to 620-620.
Message and data rates may apply.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, Brandon Pfaadt has just been cruising so far through the first 4 innings of his outing. Can he keep the momentum going in the 5th? He faces Bryce Eldridge, Gerard Encarnacion, and Patrick Bailey. Pfaadt with 4 strikeouts and no hits surrendered so far. And Eldridge will look at the first pitch called a strike. A 4-seamer on the inner corner, and it's 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Eldridge takes a breaking ball called a strike, and just like that, it's 0-2.
Oh, great first 2 pitches of this at bat. Inside, outside, backdoor breaking ball, got the call. Nice pitch.
Now the 0-2, and that one high.
You know, McCann, when he's calling a game behind the plate, I mean, he is really good. And especially when he has a pitcher that can locate and kind of pick up the target.
1-2, got a good pitch to hit Eldridge, and he missed it. And now for Pfaadt, next pitch will be his 60th of the day. We talked about how Verlander is already at 74 pitches through 4, so he's laboring as this 1-2. Swing and a miss, just challenged him again, and he gets another strikeout.
Fastball right by you. McCann wants us outside, but Pfaadt he just humps up on this and throws it right by him.
At Dignity Health, our team of orthopedic experts can help keep you in motion. Don't let joint pain put your life on pause. Visit dignityhealth.org/AZ Ortho to learn more. And now Encarnacion, he swings at the first pitch and he comes up empty.
There's no reason to throw him anything other than that sweeper or the cutter, anything that's breaking away from him. He has a difficult time with spin.
Here comes the 0-1. And the fastball is low. That is the first pitch Encarnacion has not swung at today. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Pfaadt with 5 strikeouts and 4 to third. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball sent high foul right off the railing of the third deck. What a difference the D-backs offense. They're generating these 2-0, 2-1 counts. For the Giants, it's a lot of 0-2s and 1-2s. And speaking of, the 1-2 pitch to Encarnacion is just foul. Oh, he was fooled again by the sweeper.
Oh, good pitch, too. Off the plate, probably was going to be a ball, but got him to chase it. He just got a piece of it.
And McCann is really trying to keep this pace going with Pfaadt. As the 1-2 swung on, fly ball to right. Carroll backs up maybe 5 or 6 paces. Now he's got to come in, and he will make the catch. And there's 2 down for Giant catcher Patrick Bailey.
Well done again by Pfaadt. Continues to throw strikes. Just peppering the strike zone.
Bailey with a ground out his first time up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner foul left side. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I mean, these are fastballs, and they're not like they're high velo. They're right around 92 to 94-ish, and they're swinging right through them.
The 0-2 pitch. Bailey. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with the changeup. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Pfaadt. He has struck out a half-dozen Giants. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. No score on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
An office near you.
The D-backs take on the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game weekend series starting September 19th. Secure your tickets now at Dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
James McCann is going to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. The big story right now is the fact that Fott has been almost untouchable so far today. 5 innings, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, no hits surrendered. Meanwhile, Verlander trying to go toe-to-toe with him as that one is downstairs. Verlander's only allowed 2 hits through 4 innings, 1 walk. He's only struck out 2. This is a Diamondback team that ranks in the top 10 in the majors in lowest strikeout percentage as an offense. 1-0, and McCann takes a strike.
We'll see how Verlander reacts this inning. He had a stressful 4th inning, and sometimes that can take a lot out of you, especially the next inning after Fott went out and had a very quick inning.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, that's barreled deep right field. Encarnacion sprinting back, and he makes the catch just as he gets to the warning track.
Put a charge into it, and unfortunately just the ball got in on him just enough where he couldn't get that lift to it. And Encarnacion running towards the foul line hauled it in.
Here's Alec Thomas. Flew out to center field his first time up. Right now this game, one of 3 games currently in progress as Thomas takes 2 high for ball 1. The Orioles looks like they're going to beat the White Sox 3-1. That game is in the bottom of the 9th. I think it's just gone final, matter of fact. And the Braves and Nationals are scoreless. Here's the 1-0. There's a swing and a pop-up on the infield, and over the netting it goes. It's 1-1.
One of those foul pop-ups that are so prevalent in this game. I'd like to see AT get on base here, create a little havoc maybe with his feet.
One ball, 1 strike the count. Next pitch for Verlander will be his 80th. And the 1-1. Swung on, hard hit ground ball, but it's right to the second baseman who boots it for a moment. Koss, but he recovers and throws to Devers in time.
Well, unfortunately for the D-backs, that ball kind of ate Koss up, but it kind of stayed right in the vicinity where he could pick it up and make a throw and get Alec by about a step.
Just kind of tried to use his throwing hand and trap it into the glove, and it pinballed right off his palm. Here is Tawa. He popped out into foul territory his first time up, and he takes the first pitch low. Injured in a car accident or slip and fall? Call in the closers. We're Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud sponsor of the Arizona Diamondbacks. A 1-0. And now a check swing, no swing. 2 balls, no strikes. Out Outfield shaded a little bit to right center field as this 2-0 is way too high. 3 balls, no strikes. Verlander in danger of walking his second batter today. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. And that's upstairs, ball 4. He walked him.
Yeah, no contest. No pitches weren't even close. Brings up McCarthy, who really tagged the ball hard to Devers his last at bat.
And now Tawa, looks like something fell out of the pocket. Whoops. Started to make his way down to first. I thought the umpire was summoning him back. But the D-backs have a base runner over at first, 2 down. Still looking for the game's first run. And let's see if McCarthy can get a hold of one. Immediately, Verlander going to throw over to first. Verlander from the stretch. His first pitch is swung on. That is hit high and deep towards the gap in right center. Long run for Gilbert. He's got it on the warning track. And the inning comes to an end. Just enough hang time for Gilbert to track it down. And the D-backs do not score. 5 scoreless in the books. We go into the 6th. It's the Giants nothing and the D-backs nothing on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
At 7:45, the skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Christian Koss, first pitch swinging, hits a fly ball to left, and McCarthy will make the catch. 1 up and 1 down in the top of the 6th inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
KMBP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
Here is the 9-hitter Drew Gilbert, who flew out to fairly deep center field his first time up.
Sure made a nice catch on McCarthy to end that last inning.
And the first pitch here is inside for ball 1. Alexander in on the grass. You cannot rule out the possibility of a bunt. 0-0 our score, the 1-0. And there's a line drive past the effort of Tawa. That's into right field. And the Giants have their first base hit of the ball game.
Tawa playing deep also, and Gilbert just reached out and just hooked that ball. Just got by Tawa. Now Gilbert has some speed.
Limited opportunities for Gilbert this year. Again, this is only his 29th game in the majors. And so far, 2 stolen base attempts. 1 successful and 1 not. Top of the order in Ramos. And Fox's pitch is inside for ball 1.
Even with that leadoff, not a real big leadoff either by Gilbert, but with a right-hander on the mound, he was still going back to first base. His spot through the ball.
1-0 pitch. Ramos swings, grounds it to third. Alexander has it, goes to second. There's one. Marte to first. Double play. 5-4-3. D-backs working around the horn. And just like that, the inning comes to an end for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Giants nothing and the D-backs nothing on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Apply. Zoom over to Chase Field on September 24th when the D-backs face the Los Angeles Dodgers. The first 15,000 fans will receive a co-branded rally towel courtesy of NASCAR and Phoenix Raceway. Visit dbacks.com for tickets.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Shop your favorite Exotico products at Fry's Food Stores. And earn points on D-backs rewards for game tickets, exclusive merchandise, and more. Visit friesfood.com/D-backs for details. For top of the order for the D-backs, first pitch from Verlander is high, and the count at 1-0. Giants nothing, Diamondbacks nothing. Been such a fascinating game of starting pitching. As the 1-0 swung on and popped up on the infield. This should be playable for Chapman as he approaches the Diamondback dugout. He will make the catch. And Perdomo, a foul pop-out, what has been the 4th foul pop-out on the infield today for Arizona.
Well, we all know that Verlander likes to pitch up in the zone. And for some reason, the D-backs just can't get on top of that fastball.
Here is Cattell. He's 0 for 2. His timing has looked all out of sorts. And from the left side, the first pitch to him is a backdoor breaking ball. It missed outside for ball 1. This game might come down to one guy launching a ball out of here.
You might be right.
1-0 is high. 2 balls, no strikes. It seems like Cattell's seeing the ball okay, but just can't quite catch the ball right out in front of the plate like the great home run hitters tend to do.
Yeah, he's not squaring it up right now. Timing is just off.
And this is another one. Fly ball, shallow left center field. Gilbert racing in and almost overran it as he makes the catch in front of Ramos.
That could have been a little disaster out there. You kind of see a sigh of relief from Verlander. His face, his facial expression as that ball should have been an easy out and almost fell in.
The Diamondbacks have 2 hits this afternoon. The Giants have 1. The D-backs have drawn 2 walks. And again, the Giants only 1. There's hardly been any base runners. 2 down, bases empty. The first one to Carroll is a curveball taken for strike 1. We saw a lot of changeups to Carroll when he drew his walk the last time up. And now the 0-1 is pounded on the ground to first, but foul. Devers kind of swatted at it like a fly that was buzzing around him. And it's 0-2.
Like even a ground ball to Devers right now. We've seen him field 2 of them in this series, and he's backed up on both of them. If he does that with Carroll, he's probably going to beat it out.
2 outs, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Verlander. And the inning is over. 6 done in Arizona. We go to the 7th, scoreless. D-backs and Giants on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
You're finishing out the season strong, Aquarius, and you've reached new highs in your game that you didn't even know were possible. While you're proud of your performance this year, you're also more concerned with the legacy you're going to leave in baseball at the end of your career. You have many years before retirement, but you can get started now on building the foundation of a generation-defining career.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
At 7:45, the skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the local sports leader and the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
City of Hope is revolutionizing cancer care with life-saving speed. Here in the Valley with dedicated experts, targeted treatments, and appointments available in as little as 24 hours. Learn more at cityofhope.org. First pitch, Rafi Devers, and he will take on the corner for a strike. Fought, delivered a good changeup. 73 pitches, 6 scoreless innings for Fought. He's allowed 1 walk and 1 single. Here's the 0-1. Devers reaches for it, tries to float one into left. Carroll, pardon me, that's McCarthy, who went in and then moves back to make the catch. But, you know, Kenny, you look at this Giant offense, this has been the theme for them where they go after the first or second pitch, and it's a lot of lofted balls in the air.
I mean, even that swing there that Devers took, that was very, very much like an excuse me swing. Really didn't want to swing, and the ball hit his bat. I mean, so they want to be aggressive, but they are not selective at all.
First pitch to Adames, missing inside for ball 1. The Giants finally got a hit in the 6th. And now Adames swings a top spin line drive to the shortstop, Perdomo. He makes the catch. And once again, on the second pitch of the at-bat, the Giants make it out. It's been a 4-pitch inning for Fought, and here comes Matt Chapman.
Yeah, it's a curveball right on the outside edge. I mean, that's a pitch you really don't want to swing at or hit until you have 2 strikes, but Adames being very, very aggressive, just hits an easy line drive to shortstop.
Both bullpens are quiet as Chapman, first pitch, takes a strike. Curveball on the corner.
See, that's a good take. You don't want to hit that pitch. Great pitch by Fought.
0-1 the count. Let's see if Chapman takes again. As here comes the 0-1. Chapman. He wanted to swing, but took a sweeper off the plate. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Giants have 1 hit in almost their last 12 innings of offense. As that one is downstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count.
Boy, you can go back to the first game of the series. They have 2 hits that game, I think.
I think you're right. And that one is down low again. 3 straight either sweepers or curves. Really didn't want to give in to Chapman with a fastball. Now he might have to. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Chapman takes a sinker for a strike. It's 3-2.
Great pitch, though. Starts the ball off the plate away, and that 2-seamer comes right back over the outside third.
Now the payoff. Swung on, a jam shot fly to left. McCarthy on the prowl. He'll make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 7th as Fott continues to just throw a gem. It'll send us into the bottom of the 7th, where Gabby...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
Delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Dbacks Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Bottom of the 7th means the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Arizona Complete Health, transforming the health of the community one person at a time. Moreno took the first pitch for a strike. Now the 0-1. Going to miss off the outside corner. And the count is even at 1-1. Chris Garagiola alongside Tom Candiotti. These two offenses sputtered today, combining for just 3 hits and no runs. As the 1-1, Verlander missing inside. 2 balls and a strike. And for Bob Melvin, he's in a particularly difficult spot. His bullpen has let him down the last couple of nights. Verlander's at 96 pitches, but he's trying to ride the hot hand as his season is on the brink. The 2-1, and Verlander snaps one in there for a strike at 93. 2-2 the count.
Just try to get some base runners, just try to create something out there. Right now, this stage of the game, the way these guys are throwing, you made the point before, you want to play for a run.
Check swing foul. And I know that we mentioned this earlier, but it is a stark contrast in terms of offensive philosophy today. The Giants could not be less disciplined. They are basically swinging at the first to the second pitch for the last 5 innings. It has not produced much. As a result, Brandon Pfaadt has thrown 83 pitches to get through 7 scoreless innings.
Yeah, Verlander's thrown 98, and no one's even up.
The 2-2 now to Moreno. Swung on, and a hard hit line drive foul.
I'm sure that Bob Melvin doesn't even want to get somebody up right now with the way Verlander's throwing. Both managers.
Bases empty, a 2-2 count. And out of the windup, Verlander's offering. is swung on and sky to right. Towards the line goes Encarnacion into foul territory, and no play for him. The most pitches that Verlander has thrown in a start this year, 121. That was back against the Orioles in 5 innings of scoreless baseball. 121 pitches in 5 innings. He's at 100 now. 2-2. Swung on, ground ball left side. Adames gets around it, sets his feet, and throws to Devers in time for the out.
One of the few ground balls that have been hit by the Diamondbacks in this game. And Adames made a nice play on it.
Here's Blaze Alexander. He has one of the 2 hits offensively for the D-backs today. What a great display of pitching. What an absolute treat today has been. Here's the first one. Alexander swings, cues it softly to third. Chapman racing in. Had a hard time with the exchange for a moment, and the throw to first in time, says John Bacon. Let's see if the D-backs decide to challenge.
Chapman came in on this ball and momentarily hesitated as he bobbled the ball and then tried to regroup, but Alexander running hard. In my eyes, I thought he beat it.
And we are going to have a challenge. This replay review brought to you by Planet Fitness. Get fit for less at $15 a month. And very clearly looking safe.
Sure did. This is the value of running hard no matter what. You run everything out. And because of that, it looks like, you know, technically he did it perfect too as he hit the very front of the bag.
And it looks like he is safe. Here's the call.
After review, the call, the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Arizona takes
A little trouble with the exchange from glove to hand by Chapman. That's the difference at this level.
And Chapman, you know, very good, very solid defender. Look, a little lapse of concentration by him that time and opens the door for the D-backs.
Here is McCann. He's been on a bit of a heater, homered in his last 2 games, but he wildly chases the first pitch in the dirt. That's a swinging strike.
McCann hit the ball really hard his last at bat to right field. Gilbert, the center fielder, really kind of playing a little bit short, a little shifted towards right center.
Notice that as well. That is not very deep. There's a lot of room behind him, and for someone who has very little experience playing center field in this ballpark, easier to come in on the ball than to try and race back. As now McCann takes a fastball for a strike. Verlander with a just perfect pitch. It's 0-2.
Also, you look at the outfield configuration, and Ramos is way out in left center. I mean, left field is wide open.
0-2. Swung on, and it's hit to center. Gilbert moving back, and he will make the catch. Well, McCann got it pretty clean. 97 miles an hour off the bat, but there's 2 down for Alec Thomas.
Yeah, Gilbert read it well and got back on that ball and made the play.
Alexander got caught stealing once already today. I don't know how aggressive he's going to be here.
Well, with the lefty up now with Thomas, he's probably going to stay put.
0-0 our score. 2 down, bottom 7. And Thomas takes a strike. Fabulous changeup from Verlander. 0-1. Verlander at 106 pitches as the bullpen for the Giants now starts to get into action. It is a right-hander throwing. It looks like Spencer Bivens. 0-1 popped up, should end the inning. Left fielder Ramos is coming in and makes the catch. The inning is over. Both of these starters with 7 shutout innings so far. We go to the 8th. Brandon Pfaadt back to the mound after this.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Brandon Pfaadt, first pitch to Eldridge is a breaking ball that missed outside for ball one. No score. We're in the 8th inning. As the 1-0 is another breaking ball, and this one in the strike zone. It'll even the count at 1-1. Justin Verlander has gone 7 scoreless. He's allowed 3 hits and 2 walks. As the 1-1 is swung on and fouled down the left field line. 1-2 the count. Whereas Brandon Pfaadt enters this inning, Candy, 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk.
He's been pitching magnificently. He continues to pound the strike zone.
The 1-2 to Eldridge. Swung on. That is hit high in the air to deep center field. Thomas is going back. He's on the warning track in front of the wall. And he makes the catch on what is easily a 400-foot fly out by Eldridge.
And not in this park. That just becomes a lazy fly ball. A deep one, but an easy out as Thomas played that perfectly.
Talking Stick Resort Playcation is back. Stay and play with rates as low as $129. Now Gerard Encarnacion fought still under 90 pitches. And the first pitch is a called strike. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Encarnacion unloads a big swing, and all he can do is deflect it foul. He has not seen the ball very well out of Pfaadt's hand today.
Yeah, I mean, he's really vulnerable to that sweeping slider that he throws off the plate away. Get him to chase.
1 out, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he wanted to chase that one, but that was about a foot outside. 1-2.
Maybe a little too far outside, but you can see he wanted to swing.
The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Encarnacion just lost at the plate as Pfaadt gets strikeout number 7.
Starts the 2-seamer off the plate away and comes back over the outside corner. I mean, he is just making pitch after pitch after pitch.
I'll tell you what, he gets a quick out here. He might come out for the 9th inning.
Score a run. Let him go back out there.
Here's Patrick Bailey. First pitch swung on. It's popped up. Bailey chucks the bat away in disgust as the shortstop Perdomo on the shallow outfield turf will make the two-handed catch. 8 shutout for Brandon Pfaadt. He has been dominant against the Giants. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 0-0 our score on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Nevera Tecnomaster con 10 años de garantía en el compresor. Inverter disponible en Plaza Lama.
Sometimes your calling doesn't shout. It hums. Like a lullaby floating through a warm night in San Pedro. Before he could walk, El Niño had already taken his first step toward greatness. For Fernando Tatis Jr., baseball wasn't just in the house because Papá was a pro pelotero. It hung over his cradle like a promise. Desde la cuna, El niño ya tenía swing.
Wow. It's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff, I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft, it's got an outboard motor, it's got a little barbecue, and it's got a hot tub.
Look at that.
I mean, come on.
American ingenuity.
That is living.
What else can go wrong here?
Where are the Yankees in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Official sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Stop by any Daniels locations and say home run for your free team bracelet and $50 gift card toward any purchase of $99 or more. And at Daniels Jewelers, everyone is approved for credit. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Oh, Verlander has run his race this afternoon. It's up to the Giant bullpen to keep this a 0-0 score. Bottom of the 8th, new pitcher is Spencer Bivens. Called the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Bivens making his 49th appearance. He's 3-3, 4.10 ERA. And he will face the bottom part of this order to start the 8th. Tim Tawa, the batter. And the PitchCom device not working. Pitch clock was winding down. Bivens couldn't hear a thing.
I mean, we've really been treated to just a fantastic, pitching duel in this game between Fott and Verlander. You're really seeing vintage Justin Verlander in this game.
And you just don't know how many more years you're going to get that type of stuff from what I would say is the millennials equivalent of Nolan Ryan. Obviously does not throw and did not throw as hard as Ryan, but Ryan pitched for what? Something like parts of 27 seasons.
Yeah.
Verlander's in season number 20 for him. Still has that great velocity, still strikes out a ton. And now Bivens ready to go. Tawa, first pitch that he sees, takes outside for ball 1.
Now we need to get Fott a run.
Diamondbacks don't have anybody throwing right now. As this 1-0 pitch. Swung on, line towards the left field side, but foul, says Jordan Baker.
Oh, that ball was close. Let's watch the replay on this one. Looks like this has extra bases, and good call by Baker.
Final line on Verlander, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts on 107 pitches. 1-1. Inside to Tawa, and they count 2 balls and a strike. If the Diamondbacks find a way to win, they'll be 1 game behind the Mets. As this is popped up out of play, it's now a 2-2 count. And that 1 game deficit will not stand. It will fluctuate depending on the result of the Mets and Padres today. If the Mets were to lose, it would be down to a half game. 2-2 swung on and hit into fairly deep center, but Gilbert was playing deep, and 1 step onto the warning track makes the catch for the first out of the 8th inning.
Hit it well, but Gilbert again gets a good jump on this ball and gets back there and makes a nice play.
Down for McCarthy. What a good swing on his last time up. Flew out to deep center.
He's hit the ball hard both times up.
First pitch here. Takes outside for ball 1. D-backs have an off day tomorrow. And then the D-backs host the Phillies for a 3-game set beginning this Friday. Get your tickets to the weekend matchup at Dbacks.com. This one swung on, grounded to second. Diving is Koss, has it in the glove. He pops to his feet and throws out McCarthy. What a scintillating play defensively.
Robbed him of a hit right there. McCarthy very easily could be 3 for 3 in this game. This ball looks like it's going up the middle. Koss makes a terrific play. Gets the speedy McCarthy just before he tags first base.
Now the D-backs do have some light throwing in their bullpen. Looks like a left-hander, maybe Jalen Beeks, maybe Brandon Garcia. Perdomo, first pitch swing, sends a fly ball center field, and not going to have the distance as Gilbert will make the catch. It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th, and we go to the 9th, no closer than when we began. It's the Giants nothing, it's the Diamondbacks nothing on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Nevera Tecnomaster con 10 años de garantía en el compresor. Verter, disponible en Plaza Lama.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
The D-backs take on the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game weekend series starting September 19th. Secure your tickets now at Dbacks.com.
D-backs Front Office Focus. Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
For the first time ever, Brandon Pfaadt finds himself pitching in the 9th inning. First pitch, he swings, and the ground ball is short off the bat of Christian Koss. The throw to first is in time. And just like that, one pitch, one out. What a way to start the 9th inning.
Yeah, just throw a sinker, get a ground ball at one pitch. Doesn't get any better than that.
And let me clarify, because there's no way to not say this in a clunky fashion. Pfaadt has pitched in the 9th inning before. He's just never done it in which he also pitched in the 1st inning of the same game.
That's a good point.
Here's Drew Gilbert. And the first pitch is outside. This is a guy I would be careful, really cautious if I'm Pfaadt here. He's made a few good plays on defense, and for an otherwise group that looks a little lost at the plate, he's kind of feeling himself. As the 1-0, Gilbert swings, hits it up the middle, backhanded by Ketel. It's off the heel of his glove. Could have made the play, didn't. And now the Giants have a runner at first. And let's see if Torey Lovullo sticks with Pfaadt or goes to the bullpen.
Ketel must have been fooled by the spin of that ball, because normally that's a play that your second baseman's going to make. It's just a simple backhand. It looked like he ran around it to get to the forehand this time. No, he was trying to backhand it and just clanked it.
It's an E4 for Marte. That's his 5th. 1 on and 1 out for Elliot Ramos.
As we said, Gilbert might not try to steal, but he does have good speed. Big hole in the right side of the infield.
And the first pitch to Ramos taken for a strike. Pfaadt, that was just his 96th pitch. So he is getting to the end of his line here. Yeah, they might pull him to go left on left with Devers on deck. See if he can get a ground ball. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hard hit grounder to second, knocked down by Marte, flips to second for 1, on to first, a double play. Redemption for Marte, 9 in the books for Pfaadt, and the Diamondbacks will try and walk it off and sweep the Giants when we come back on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker.
And here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting.
And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
.com to learn more.
At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Pitchers up for the Giants. Right-hander Ryan Walker takes over. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play to new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Del Marte leads up in a 0-0 ball game. And the first pitch from Walker is in there for a called strike. Walker took the loss last night after giving up a run in a third of an inning pitched. Here's the 0-1. Marte swings, hits a one-hopper to short, backhanded deep on the outfield turf by the Adames, and the throw to first, not in time.
Adames had to back up on this squibber hit by Marte, and he one-hopped it across the diamond. Marte running hard.
And the Giants are going to challenge as we take a look at the replay here, and I think he's out.
Oh, that was close. They're going to have to slow this all the way down.
It looked to me like that thing was in the glove just before the foot got there.
I think you're right. See Devers stretching. I think they might have got him there.
So John Bacon is 0 for 2 on close calls over there at first base. Marte looks to be struggling a little bit as well.
You never know. Funnier things have happened on replay.
Coleman Bill's overturned. The runner is out. San Francisco retains the challenge.
No such luck.
So that brings up Carroll.
Boy, I like this matchup. Good time for a walk-off.
First one, way outside for ball one. Carroll has a walk-off homer in his career. It came last year in that crazy come-from-behind win against the Nationals.
Just important to be selective here. I mean, get on base, a walk. He could turn a walk into a triple.
1-0. He was swinging for the fences, and he came up empty on a slider.
As we noticed with this guy, Walker, when there's a guy on first base, he tries to be really quick, and he really gets wild, trying to shorten his stride and shorten his leg kick.
I mean, if Carroll, to your point, just finds a way on base, that's going to completely change the complexion of this inning because of the changes that Walker made yesterday.
Yes.
Base is empty, 1 out. 1-1. Another big swing and another miss. Now you got to shorten up.
Big slider that time. A lot of bite to it.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and pulled foul.
Boy, he's staying with that same pitch. Well, there's one thing for sure. Corbin's got that pitch timed. If he can just get a little bit of a mistake pitch where it's over the plate, he can put a charge into it.
Walker's 1-2. Swung on and fouled away.
I knew they couldn't come back with it one more time. That was a fastball, a little bit up, a little bit away.
Walker's got that good sinker. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to front door it and freeze Carroll for strike 3. But that's also the pitch he hit Perdomo on yesterday. The 1-2. Breaking ball ripped into right field. That's going to get down and ricochet off the wall. It stops against the netting. Carroll rounding second, on his way to third. It's a triple. And the Diamondbacks have the winning run 90 feet away with only one out in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, as we just got done saying, he's got his slider timed up. And sure enough, he comes right back with another slider. And Corbin just drills this ball. 107 miles an hour off the bat. It hangs up in right field. And with that fantastic speed, he gets into third base easily.
His 17th triple of the year. And now, for the second straight night, the Giants bring everybody in the bottom of the ninth inning. First one to Moreno is a sinker that missed outside for ball 1.
Carroll at third base. Got to get a good secondary here because you could really see a wild pitch coming.
Walker is 1-0. Is low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And if the Giants want to with 1 out, they can be extremely selective with who they want to face. You've got 2 righties coming up. Alexander on deck, and then McCann.
Yeah, you can really walk 2 guys if you wanted to. He's not going to give him anything good to hit, I wouldn't think.
The 2-0 is inside, and it's 3-0 on Moreno. Not to mention a walk would set up the potential of an inning-ending double play. And they are going to just go ahead and put Moreno on after falling behind 3-0.
Well, what that does, be interesting to see if the Giants, I think they're still going to have to play their middle infielders on the grass. But it does set up a double play, but not a likely one with Alexander and his speed.
With Carroll at third base as well, Candy. Elite speed at third base. You could have Moreno take off for a second and then just stop in the middle of first and second base, knowing if the Giants throw it through, it'd be a huge risk.
Maybe with 2 outs they could try something with that, but with 1 out, I think this is where you rely on the hitter. Do your job, get the run in, win the game.
Infield is in. And Moreno going to take off for second. Oh, the first pitch. It hit Alexander. It grazed his jersey, and the bases are loaded. And we are going to see a pinch hitter for McCann.
Well, now that presents a force at every base now. And it just looks to me like Walker is all over the place. Just be selective right now.
Hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of your Arizona Diamondbacks. It's going to be Adrian Del Castillo.
I mean, this is an exciting game right now. Back-to-back walk-offs. The only thing he can't do is hit a ground ball to one of his middle infielders or to the pitcher. Get the ball in the air here.
This to sweep the Giants and to move a game behind the Mets in the wild card. First pitch, and Walker with a backdoor slider gets the call. And Del Castillo behind 0-1. No score, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, 1 out. The 0-1 swing by Del Castillo. He fouls it. And now with work to do is behind, no balls, 2 strikes.
Probably going to get an assortment of sliders right now, so stay selective. Try not to chase this ball out of the strike zone.
Walker quickly set. His 0-2 pitch. Swung on, just got a piece. That was right at the bottom of the zone. And it's still an 0-2 count.
Nice job of hitting right there, spoiling a really nasty slider.
Adrian Del Castillo 0 for 2 in his career against Walker, as this one is swatted foul.
As far as Walker hasn't tried to waste a pitch on him yet. He's going right after him.
I think you're theory about the wild pitch of the pass ball it's a real thing, the pressure. Bases loaded, the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called.
Backdoor slider got him. He went to his number 1 pitch and pulled Castillo.
And now here comes Alek Thomas with a chance to be the hero for the Diamondbacks. Thomas is 0 for 3. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The backyard dream. And the first pitch is waved at and missed as he chased one out of the zone.
Again, Alek is not a real selective hitter. He likes to get it going. He likes to make up his mind he's going to swing early on. So I think Walker knows that, and Bailey knows it for sure. So they're not going to try to throw one over the middle of the plate to him.
0-1 is just high. That was middle. And they count at 1-1. The outfield is playing its normal depth, and they're just shaded to kind of play straight up. Thomas's best gap is the one in left center field.
I'd love to see him take the ball the other way right here.
1-1. Swung on and pulled foul. That was just an A+ slider. Down, but still a strike on the inside corner. And it's 1-2.
He made a good pitch on Alek that time. Not much he could do with that one. What a battle right here. You got to put bat on ball.
For the win, if he can come up with a hit. The 1-2 is too high. Thomas leans out of the way of a fastball. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is go time. As a pitcher, he is no way he wants to get to 3-2. I mean, he's going to try to get him out right here.
2-2. Swung on, and that one lasered foul left side. You can tell they're so conscious about that backdoor slider, but they still have to have enough hand speed to foul off any of those sinkers. Bases loaded, 2 outs. No score, bottom of the 9th. 2-2 is swung on. It's a little dribbler up the first base side. Walker has it, calmly flips to first, and the inning comes to an end. So the D-backs load the bases with 1 out, but they can't score, and we're headed to extras. Giants nothing, Diamondbacks nothing on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Purchase a Stranger Things special event ticket pack for Friday.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
2:30. Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
The D-backs will go into their bullpen. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Brandon Garcia takes over for Brandon Pfaadt after Pfaadt's 9 scoreless innings in which he allowed just 1 hit. Other defensive change for the Diamondbacks is that Gabby Moreno has moved from the DH spot into the catching spot. So that means with the DH now gone, the Diamondbacks have the pitcher spot to contend with. And that was 2 outs ago in James McCann's original spot. So you don't have to worry about pinch hitting for the pitcher for about 7 hitters. For the Giants, with extra innings, they'll have a runner at second. That is Grant McCray, who's pinch running for Elliot Ramos. And Rafael Devers leads off for the Giants. First pitch, and Garcia missed outside with 97 for ball 1.
This is one guy you got to get out right here. Can't afford to let him get something, especially extra bases.
Here's the 1-0, and Devers takes outside. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Garcia yesterday faced one batter, retired that batter without any issue, so he should still be relatively fresh. 0-0 our score in the top of the 10th. And the 2-0 to Devers, swung on and skied to right, jammed him a little bit. Going to tag is McCray. Carroll makes the catch. The throw to third is an accurate one, but it's not going to be in time. Devers moves the go-ahead run over to third base, and that's going to bring up Willy Adames with only 1 out.
Now Devers just got enough of that ball. Like you said, he didn't get all of it. Well, the Giants got that guy on third base. It'd be huge to get a strikeout here.
And Willy Adames, he does strike out from time to time, but he's also got some serious pull side power. Garcia with a great fastball, as the left-hander's first one is instead a slider. That's a called strike. And Garcia ahead 0-1. Infield is in for the Diamondbacks. The shortstop Perdomo more towards third than second, as the 0-1 to Adames swung on and fouled away. It was on that fastball, but it's 0-2.
Make your best pitch on him here. I like to see that slider because he's got a pretty big sweeping slider. Get it to his back foot. Down and in.
The 0-2 pitch. Way outside, and a lunging grab made by Moreno.
Gosh, Gabby setting up inside, wanted the heater in, and that ball sailed way off the plate away. He was very fortunate to catch that ball.
One ball, 2 strikes. And now the pitch to Adames. Ooh, just missed low.
It was a ball, but it was a great pitch. You can't make a much better pitch than that.
Back-to-back fastballs to Adames. Go ahead run at third, 1 out. And here comes Garcia's 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Excellent slider. And Adames did well to spoil it.
Yeah, if he gets that one down a little bit more to the inside, he probably swings over the top of that. And at least when you know you throw a slider to him and down and in, you got Alexander at third, Perdomo, who shaded over towards third, there to make the play.
Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Missing a lot arm side with that fastball.
Let's see if he can get all the way through this one.
Really comes down to how patient is Adames going to be. Is he going to swing at a fastball 6 inches out of the zone? Let's find out. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a slider.
The best slider be at bat. And he got it, finally got it down and in, and he swings right over the top of it.
2/3 of the way there. Brandon Garcia. The infield sags back to its normal depth. And here is Matt Chapman. Chapman's been doing this for a long time. He has had plenty of high leverage at bats and knows how to keep a cool heartbeat.
Chapman has always been a streaky hitter. And right now he's not in one of those streaks.
Garcia's first one is outside for ball 1. You got the rookie Eldridge on deck. That would be a left-on-left matchup, but I think the Giants would probably go to their bench and bring in one of their right-handed hitters. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at third for the Giants. No score. We're in the 10th. And the 1-0. Check swing. He went around, says John Bacon. It's 1-1.
I mean, that ball was way off the plate. And again, Chapman not selective at all. I'm not quite sure if he actually went after that one, but we'll take it.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Garcia ready. A deep breath. Now the 1-1. Chapman, he takes outside as Garcia. Again, when we're talking about arm side misses, we're talking about away to right-handers and into the left-handed hitters.
Yeah, just missed that one.
2-1.
Garcia with just excellent stuff.
And now the pitch is guided foul by Chapman. Slider, that was hanging. It's 2-2.
And he was behind it so far. I mean, he got away with that pitch, but Chapman, you can see his timing is way off. When I see a swing like that on a slider, you're that far behind, run that fastball in on his hands.
2-2 is swung on and scooped foul. 99 at the bottom of the zone.
See, when that ball's at the bottom of the zone, hitters can still get the barrel of the bat to the ball. If you crowd them up about hand high inside, then the only thing they can get to it is really the handle of it.
McRae at third, 2 outs. The 2-2 is line foul again. Sticking with the hard stuff here.
Chapman just taking defensive swing after defensive swing.
Giants are 8-6 in extra innings games this year. The D-backs 7-10. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Giants failed to score in the top of the 10th inning. The Diamondbacks will head to the bottom of the 10th with the winning run at second when we come back.
Meet Aaron Judge. Aaron is the captain of the New York Yankees. What a great leader. He's won MVP 2 times. He's also
the most dangerous man on the planet with a bat in his hands.
Aaron signs every autograph
and tattoos every baseball.
Aaron foots the bill.
They rob you blind.
Aaron's a good guy, the best.
Unless you're a pitcher.
com/brighter.
The Los Angeles Dodgers return to Chase Field September 23rd for a 3-game weekday series. Secure your tickets for the matchup at Dbacks.com.
Dbacks Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Joel Peguero takes over on the mound for the Giants. We're in the bottom of the 10th, and still nobody has scored. D-backs have the winning run at second as part of the extra inning rules. And defensively, some changes. Grant McRae is in right. Encarnacion has moved from right to left. And Peguero, the new arm on the mound, is Tim Tawa will lead off. Tawa squares. First pitch bunted perfectly. Right back to Peguero. Sets his feet and throws to Devers, who came off the bag, but then quickly tagged Tawa. It'll be a 1-3 sacrifice bunt, and once again the Diamondbacks, Candy, for the second straight inning, have the winning run at third base with only 1 out.
Great execution. That's what you needed right there. He got the bunt down, and that brings up McCarthy, who has stung the ball 3 times in this game.
Thomas is the runner at third, and he's got terrific speed. Infield in for the Giants. Now the outfield is coming in. And McCarthy, first pitch, lines it foul. It was 101 from Peguero. Fair to say it's plus stuff.
Yeah, it's electric. Just takes a base knock, infield way in. Exposes a little blooper.
Ground ball to first. It's off the glove of Devers, who looks back Thomas and now steps on the bag. The D-backs did not want to do the contact play. Oh, what a brutal, brutal break as they're now 2 outs once again.
McCarthy again hits this ball, and Devers really misplays this ball. Drops it, picks it up with his glove and not his hand, and still tags the bag, but Thomas froze at third base.
Boy, the Diamondbacks, they are in danger of absolutely blowing 2 fantastic opportunities to win. You just cannot do that when you're playing in the major leagues.
Well, let's see if Perdomo can get RBI number 98.
First pitch, Perdomo takes outside for ball 1. I'd almost rather work to Marte than Perdomo if you're just looking at recent form. Winning run is at third base. There are 2 outs. D-backs fans all standing at Chase Field as the 1-0 swung on. Ground ball right to the second baseman, Koss. He will glove and throw to first, and the D-backs fail to score. We go to the 11th, 0-0, Giants and D-backs on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Join the Arizona Diamondbacks for the 12th annual Diamondbacks Race Against Cancer presented by Dignity.
Shohei Ohtani doesn't make any sense. A hitter that pitches and steals bases. No way. A living legend who's this humble? No way. Ohtani isn't a one-way player or a two-way player. He's a no-way player.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. Yeah. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, you know, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Cooling and plumbing for over 80 years. Chaz Roberts Plumbing at ChazRoberts.com. Chaz Roberts, serving you since 42.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
So we now make our way to the top of the 11th, and another pitching change as John Curtis takes over on the mound. Go to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Curtis facing the rookie Bryce Eldridge. Top prospect for the Giants, looking for his first major league hit, and he fouls the first pitch from Curtis to the backstop. He is flown out, Candy, very deep in the outfield, both on Friday night and today. And both of those flyouts would have been homers in other parks.
Well, he's got power. A lot of leverage with that long arm swing.
And now the 0-1 is off the glove of Moreno. Chapman will move up 90 feet on an ill-timed pass ball. Ouch.
That one hurts right there. I mean, this ball wasn't even in the dirt. It looked like a splitter maybe or a changeup. And Gabby just thought the ball was going to break more than it did, I guess.
So now the infield has to come in with nobody out. Here's the 1-1 pitch to the rookie Eldridge. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Diamondbacks in the 9th and 10th inning had the winning run at third with 1 out, and both times came up with nothing. Here's a 2-1, and that's in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Three balls, 1 strike the count. Go ahead run at third base. That's Matt Chapman with nobody out. And now the 3-1. Eldridge takes slow for ball 4. First and third, nobody out for San Francisco.
I don't think he wanted to give him anything good to hit. He could be kind of an intimidating type hitter at the plate, even though he's never gotten a major league hit. Really use a pop-up or a strikeout here.
Curtis has a 2.91 ERA coming into play today. He's allowed 4 homers on the season. And we're going to see a pinch runner now for the Giants. Jung-Hoo Lee will take over on the bases for Eldridge. So his first hit in the major leagues, not going to come in the desert. First one to Gerard Encarnacion is in the dirt for ball 1. And well, now for John Curtis, having a hard time throwing some strikes.
Well, the important thing right here is if you give up 1 run, just don't give up the 2nd run. And that's why the guy Lee at first base is really, really important to keep close.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and that one fouled away. Encarnacion is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Hard to believe we're in the 11th inning and he's coming up for just the 4th time. But that's how inept the offense has been for the Giants, who through 10 innings has just 1 hit.
I mean, there's 5 hits in this whole game. Well, this pitching for the D-backs has been fantastic.
1 ball, 1 strike. And now the pitch. In there for a called strike. And it's 1-2. Encarnacion shaking his head, but I think he's more disappointed at himself than the call.
Yeah, this pitch was a good pitch, all in the strike zone.
And now Curtis is 1-2. Is lined into center field, a base hit. Chapman will score. Lee is going to shut it down at second, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead.
A little bit of a break for the D-backs with Lee not going to third base on that. But Encarnacion, it wasn't a bad pitch. It was out of the strike zone. I mean, well below the strike zone. He just went down and somehow got that ball in the end of his bat.
He'd been chasing so much off the plate that when you kept it over the plate but down, it was a spot where he could still get it. Serious work to do for the D-backs.
Yeah, Bailey hitting from the left side right now. He's got to be putting a bunt down. Well, right now I think they might be discussing a possible bunt play. They want to put on the wheel play here.
Well, now you got to try and figure out how to keep the Giants off the board any further with first and second, nobody out. First 2 batters reach, walk and a single. And now here is Bailey. A look at second by Curtis. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. They wanted to see if he's square. He did not. But so often teams are content to have the batter take a pitch. So I'm not going to be sold until this pitch. Speed on the bases for the Giants. We're in the 11th. 1-0.
Looking to get a ground ball.
Bailey swings and hits a pop-up into shallow left. This is a tricky play, and Perdomo can't make the catch. McCarthy snags it, throw to third, not in time, and the bases are loaded on just a dying Quail off the bat of Bailey.
Oh, bad break for the D-backs. I mean, this ball's just dorked out there. Perdomo had a chance. I think it hit his glove when he was diving for the balls. I mean, it would have been an incredible play if he made it. But now the Giants with the bases loaded.
And now here is Christian Koss. And the Giants can really put some separation between themselves and the Diamondbacks. They've already scored once. Bases loaded, nobody out, infield is in. And Curtis from the windup, first pitch is swung on. That is hit out to deep left center field. That is going to be in the gap, and it's going to get to the wall. Here come the Giants. First it's Lee, now it's Encarnacion. It's a 2-run double, and the Giants lead at 3-0.
Well, it was a fastball. It was not a bad pitch. It wasn't, probably wouldn't have been called a strike, but it was down. But the Giants seem to be doing a pretty good amount of damage on balls that are down. And that ball just laced the gap in left center field.
Infield has to remain in now for Drew Gilbert as Curtis has just not been effective so far today. Right-hander is in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. That might be Juan Murillo. And here comes Torey Lovullo, and he is going to make a move. Giants in the driver's seat. Second and third, nobody out. They already have scored 3 times in the 11th. And Candy and I will be right back after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-Backs Radio Network.
Across the painted desert to where the mountains touch the sky. This is Sanderson Ford country, where Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford country, built on serving you.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Have completely spilled their lunch on their lap. They had the winning run at third base in the 9th inning and the 10th inning with less than 2 outs. The D-backs failed to score in both of those innings, and now they have surrendered 3 runs in the top of the 11th with runners at second and third and nobody out for the Giants. It's the first action for Murillo since he was recalled from AAA Reno for the 3rd time this year. And he'll face the rookie Drew Gilbert, really in need of a strikeout.
Need a strikeout big time. The guys on second and third, you got to bring the infield in. 3 runs you can overcome. 4 and 5, that's going to be different.
Gilbert is swing and miss on the first pitch.
100 miles an hour.
Definitely not over yet. D-backs have proven doubters wrong many a time. That's what their whole September has been. But they will need to atone for the opportunity that they let slide once, not once, but twice. Murillo comes set. And now his 0-1 pitch is swung on and foul tipped. Another fastball at 100 miles an hour.
Wow, it's filthy. Murillo comes in with that power arm. And this is a guy he can get strikeouts for you.
Oh-2. Just got a piece that time. That was right down the middle.
Yeah, if he gets that ball up in the zone, that's where he needs to throw that. Top of the zone or up higher.
In the 11th, the D-backs will have Marte, Carroll, and Moreno. That's why it's so critical to try and hold it at 3. They can easily overcome that. Murillo's 0-2. Check swing and a miss. Gilbert down on strikes.
That's the one, that high fastball well above the strike zone, and he was in swing mode, could not hold up his swing.
Here's Grant McCray.
That first batter efficiency is really huge. You come in, immediately get that strikeout.
McCray pinch ran for Heliot Ramos for the 10th. Left-handed hitter. First pitch he swings, pops it up, out of play. These are two guys in that lineup for the Giants where you could probably just sit fastballs and probably get a couple of outs unproductively. The guy after that, Devers, that's a guy you can't do that to. You're going to have to pitch a little bit.
Pitch a lot.
The 0-1 is outside. First non-fastball was a changeup. And it's 1-1. 3-0 Giants. Runners at second and third. One out in the 11th. Murillo's set. Here's the 1-1. And that one too high. 2 balls and a strike. He's got unbelievable stuff. The kind of stuff any pitcher would dream of at any level. Easy 100 miles an hour. But still, a lot of work to be done on being able to command that, particularly in high leverage situations. It's one thing when it's the 6th inning. It's another thing when it's extras. Here's the 2-1 pitch. McCray. Swing and a miss. In the strike zone that time. And it's now 2-2.
Now you got to try to finish them off best you can here. Power stuff, top of the zone.
2-2 to McCray. Wow. Looked like a strike. Didn't get the call from Merzel. Full count.
Touched the bottom part of the zone. Should have been called a strike.
A walk would load the bases for Devers. Murillo has the sign that he likes. And here comes his 3-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul, first base side.
So the beauty right now is if you can get a strikeout right here, you could just put Devers on base. You got to get that strikeout first.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 3-0 Giants. And here comes the 3-2. Swung on, fly ball to fairly deep left field. Should score Bailey from third. McCarthy will make the catch. And Bailey's going to come home. It's a 4-0 Giant lead with 2 outs in the 11th.
Just got enough of that ball. Got it up in the air deep enough to left field. Nothing McCarthy could do about that. That run right there really stings.
Sure does. They're going to pitch to Devers here with a runner at second and 2 down. First one, outside for ball 1. Again, in the bottom of the 11th, Marte, Carroll, and Moreno with Perdomo starting at second.
Well, you don't have to give this guy anything to hit. In fact, I'd probably just take the bat right out of his hands and go after Chapman.
1-0 is swung on, and that one is pulled foul. We do have Adames on deck. Chapman would be after that.
Or Adames, yeah.
Right on right matchup. I totally see your point.
But this is one guy when you look at before the game, I'm not going to let this guy beat me. And even though you're down by 4 runs, I still don't want him to do any damage.
Swinging a line drive, base hit into left field. McCray is going to try and score. McCarthy's throw to the plate is not in time. It's Koss who slides in safely. And it's now 5-0 San Francisco in what's been a disaster of an 11th inning.
Well, he did it just what we were hoping he wouldn't do. He takes that 100 miles an hour and just turns it around and drills to the left field for a base hit. And I'm still would have taken the bat out of his hands.
Here's Adames. First pitch, swing and a miss. This is the 9th, actually the 8th hitter to come to the plate. Chapman is on deck. He began the inning as the ghost runner. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on by Adames, fouled away, and now Rio ahead 0-2. Right-hander ready, the 0-2 is upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Giants had 1 hit coming into this inning. They have 5 runs on 4 hits in the 11th.
Yeah, they put a charge into the D-backs.
Swinging a foul tip, Adames strikes out. However, damage done by the Giants. They score 5 times in the 11th. And so the D-backs now go to the bottom of the 11th, needing 5 to tie it up and 6 to walk it off when we come back on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Across the painted desert.
Meet Aaron Judge. Aaron is the captain of the New York Yankees. What a great leader. He's won MVP 2 times. He's also
the most dangerous man on the planet with a bat in his hands.
Aaron signs every autograph
and tattoos every baseball.
Aaron foots the bill.
They rob you blind.
Aaron's a good guy, the best.
Unless you're a pitcher.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
Is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game weekend series starting September 19th. Secure your tickets now at Dbacks.com.
Dbacks Front Office Focus. Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
D-backs with a mountain to climb against Joel Peguero. And his first pitch to leadoff hitter Ketel Marte is taken for a called strike. Chris Garagiola alongside Tom Candiotti. The D-backs and Giants failed to score in the first 10 innings of this game, despite some great chances for the D-backs. The Giants scored 5 in the 11th. And now Peguero's 0-1 pitch is low and in for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. D-backs start with Perdomo at second. And the D-backs right now just going to need to find a way to try and turn up the pressure on the Giants. And that starts with a couple of base hits.
Yep. Or walks. You just need base runners. Traffic.
1-1 to Ketel. That's outside. And a count 2-1.
Good time for Ketel. Just get himself a little dork out there. Just a base hit.
2-1. Instead, it's a high chopper to second. Sunday bounce for Koss. And he throws to first. 1 down. And Marte will finish his day 0 for 5.
Not a good day for Ketel.
Here is Carroll. Carroll with a triple his last time up. And what looked like that was going to be the moment before the game-winning play as he takes outside for ball 1.
And that triple just electrified this crowd.
And now Peguero drops a slider in the strike zone. 1-1 the count. That put Carroll at third base in the bottom of the 9th inning with only 1 out. Next batter actually walked. And then a hit by pitch, so the bases were loaded. As the 1-1 is swung on and fouled. It's now 1-2. But Adrian Del Castillo brought in to pinch hit, and he struck out looking before Alec Thomas with one of those swinging bunts That went right back to the pitcher, Walker, and that sent us to extra innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at third, 1 out. And the 1-2 from Peguero is swung on and sprung foul by Carroll. But all right, you go to the 10th inning, and the Diamondback bullpen and defense excellent once again. A scoreless 10th led by Brandon Garcia, who got 3 groundouts. At the bottom of the 10th, D-backs bunted the winning run to third. As now Carroll takes in the dirt, it's 2-2. So again, you had a runner at third with 1 out. And unfortunately for the Diamondbacks, McCarthy hit a ground ball to first. The D-backs did not put the contact play on. Devers muffed it, but recovered and stepped on the bag. Then the next batter, Perdomo, hit into a routine ground out to second. 2-2. Swung on, and a line drive to left, and diving is Encarnacion. He makes the catch. Perdomo going to come home and score. But now the bases are empty, and there are 2 outs with the D-backs trailing 5-1.
Boy, he made a terrific play out there. Really robbed Carroll. Carroll with a good swing, hitting the ball the other way. Looked like it was going to be a hit, but Encarnacion all out dives and picks that ball right before it hits the grass.
With that sac fly, the D-backs are safe at home with Blue Sky Pest Control, the official pest control provider for the Diamondbacks in Chase Field. And now Moreno will take outside. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and that one hit out to deep right field, heading towards the corner. It is a foul ball. Boy, the D-backs only 5 sweeps this year. They would have what you feel like a lot more. But too many days like this, you win the first 2 games of the series, and then just some mistake comes along, and it completely kills the momentum.
They've really had their chances here in this game.
Now it's looking like they're going to need some big-time help from the Padres.
Yeah, this is a tough one to swallow.
1-1. And that one's upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. D-backs down to their final out. Nobody on base. And they got to try and make 4 runs magically appear. Peguero ready. And the 2-1 is inside ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
We always say the best way to get back in the game is by getting some walks.
3-1 pitch. Inside, that's ball 4. And the D-backs not done yet. Inning continues for Blaze Alexander.
Nice at bat by Gabby. He stayed very patient that whole at bat.
Well, the pitcher spot is up next. So the D-backs have Ildemaro Vargas on the on-deck circle ready to pinch hit. Peguero ready, first pitch. Alexander takes a called strike at 99. 0-1. Giants 5, Diamondbacks 1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th. Peguero ready. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And the D-backs down to their final strike.
Blaze has a tough time with that ball in on his hands, but he likes the ball out over the plate. Kind of a slider swing bat.
The 0-2 is too high. Moreno will go to second on defensive indifference. One and 2 the count. I imagine Peguero's going to stick with the hard stuff here. And with 2 outs, the 1-2 is swung on. And just getting a piece is Alexander. He stays alive.
100 miles an hour right on the outside corner, but that doesn't really faze Alexander. The holes he has in his swing are on the inside part of the plate, about hand high. You pitch him away, he could do some damage.
1-2. Outside, it's 2-2. And the Giants have somebody up in their bullpen. That might be Sean Jelly. Looks like an absolute giant down there. Pun intended. 5-1 Giants. 2 outs in the 11th. 2-2 pitch. Check swing and a miss. He is down on strikes, and that's your ball game. D-backs with an opportunity to sweep the Giants, but they can't get the job done. And their postseason ambitions take a little bit of a hit as San Francisco prevails. 5-1 your final. Candy and I will wrap it up right after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Purchase a Stranger Things special event ticket pack for Friday, September 19th and receive an exclusive hat and D-backs versus Phillies game ticket. Get your tickets now at dbacks.com/strangerthings.
Get ready to level up your trading card collection with 2025 Topps Chrome Base